Yo, what's happening? I'm Marcus Bronzy.
I'm Kae Kurd.
This is Ain't Got a Clue. Before we start, you know what it is, but before we start the show, you know we record a bonus episode right after this, and it's called More of a Clue. And there are two ways you can access it. The first is Apple Podcasts, isn't it, Kae?
Obviously, yeah, just go onto the Apple Podcast page. Yep. There is a button there. Yep. It lets you try out free trial for 3 days. You're obviously not going to get through all of the content in 3 days.
Never.
So you can sign up to it for the cost of a coffee and get all the bonus episodes ad free.
That is right.
And you can sign up to our Patreon.
Yes, Patreon's where you can access all of that same bonus content, including video as well. You can see our buff faces, HD, and you get all of that content. Both of those just cost the same amount as a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're listening to this and you wonder what we look like, can you just help us out a little bit?
Yeah, man.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, even if you don't watch us every week.
Yeah.
It just helps us out. Once we get to a certain amount, we can actually monetize it, and we can go back to like actually earning a living off of this.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
We still make a loss. We're still making a loss. So I don't know how you lot feel about that, but you're listening to this every week. I'm
also genuinely curious how this Apple subscriber stuff works for you guys, because this is like a whole new thing, isn't it? Like, so you can do it inside the app and pay with your Apple Pay and all that kind of stuff. I'm curious, like, how it works, isn't it? Like, because I've not done it yet, because we've set it up, so I'm trying to look at it from a non-paying perspective. It's me just being. We shouldn't really peel this bit back, but you know what? Fuck it.
I mean, this is stuff we should have in production meetings.
Yeah, really.
One thing.
So what should we talk about in the next episode?
If you're wondering why we make a loss, is because we don't actually have production meetings. So
this is the production meeting. We press record
and then we go, oh shit, we should actually discuss that.
Do you know what's funny, Kae? People genuinely every single week go, so like you and Kae, like the way that you come up and write these clips that you do and the writing, bro.
Well, did you hear?
For starters, I'm not a comedian. Yeah. For the second one, I think I'm like, no, we literally. People go like, what's your process? I'm like, we come into the studio and I say, shall we press record now or now? And Kae goes, press it now, and then we talk. That's pretty much the process.
100%. I was gonna say something and I forgot as you were saying that because I got lost in your eyes.
Fuck it. Khabibi, innit? They're Khabibi love already.
What was I thinking about? What were we talking about? Hold on. Production meetings,
no money, monetize on YouTube. Yeah, Clue, Ain't Got A. Kurd, Kae, Bronze, Marcus. I tried to go in reverse.
I forgot it.
I'll tell you what though, I'll give you this, Kae. Whilst you remember it, we got a little bit of a message from one of our listeners saying, hey Kae. No, they said, Kae. It was like more of an R. They said, Kae. I hope you meet someone who you'll be happy and content with long term, who'll also be happy with you. They're probably not going to tick every single box, but I think maybe it's better not to dismiss someone as boring after 2 minutes. Sometimes people say the boring or mundane things in the beginning because they're shy or nervous and they don't know what else to say. Maybe it'd also help you to do an activity instead of sitting at a table in the beginning. That's what they've said.
In the beginning.
Oh, I also think Marcus could give Kae good advice if he was able to listen to him. Why? They stuck the knife in at the end, didn't they? Look at Kae's face. Right.
Let me say, yeah. My job as a comedian involves a lot of pattern recognition. I know when somebody's fuckers are boring, innit? Let's be real. I know when they're boring. You just know when someone's boring, innit?
You know, innit?
You know they're boring.
Yeah.
You know they're boring. Yeah. And also they might not tick any box. I'm sorry, I don't settle. I don't settle, baby. I need you to tick every box if I'm gonna be with you.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
You can't be telling somebody with options to settle. Man. Anyway, sorry, that came across really arrogant. I'm joking. No, it's cool, I do want to get...
Brother, our audience care. They want the best for you, Kae. I like that, you know. They're the most loving clan out there, because I know other clans have got really bad reputations.
Yeah, they've ruined the whole word for clan.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
Do you know it's so mad that certain, like for example, the Nazis ruined swastikas, and it was actually, like, Hindus...
It's a sign of peace, wasn't it?
Yeah, use swastikas. Like, for them, it's...
Like
but now, if you wear, obviously, if you use a swastika everywhere else in the world, it's got different connotations.
Yeah,
it's mad. Like, we should. I'm not saying we should reclaim swastikas, but it's like, you know, with like the British flag, when people see it as racist,
I still
feel it's racist.
If I see an English flag, if I see a UK flag,
Union Jack,
even,
yeah,
ain't got a clue. and you want me to give Kae advice, and I don't even know what Union Jack is anyway. Union Jack, and I feel a bit nervous if I see the straight English flag hanging out of a window.
George's flag, yeah.
Yeah, St. George's flag.
Yeah.
Hanging out of a window.
Yeah.
Hairs on the back of my neck stand up, except for during
the World Cup
football
season,
big international football games.
I hear you.
I don't feel nice.
I feel like the British flag feels like you're a bit more of a royalist.
Yeah.
Bit more posh.
Yeah.
So I love the Union.
Yeah,
I feel like the Union is amazing.
Yeah.
Scotland should be part of the UK. Wales should be part of the UK, and etc. etc. But I feel like people need to just like reclaim it. But the problem is, like, you get like a lot of people on the left that are just like, I think we should just all have open borders and we shouldn't have countries anyway. So, and then what happens is they just leave flags alone.
You have got a point in terms of there is room.
Back the flag,
there
bro.
is room. Certain people did bring back the flag a little bit, like Sway. He used to tie Union Jack around his face like a bandana.
Back in the
one of the
2000s.
who was released probably one of the best ever mixtapes out there ever. It's top. It's high. It was one of the best mixtapes out there. I think it was doing mad numbers. Shout out to Sway. But he used to tie the Union Jack around his face like a bandana. He kind of took it back a little bit for himself.
Well, there was a movement called Reclaim the Union Jack or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think they did a really good job of it.
Would you fly a flag?
Problem is, a lot of these people are losers, innit? And it's very hard for people to get around to back losers.
What, like the people that hang the flags, you mean? Or the people that are part of these processes that are trying to do that? Fuck. Yeah, God.
You need to be a bit of a winner, quote unquote, for people to support you in anything. Like, you need to have some level of leadership skills in your life.
Do you know what, Kae? I tell you when the flag bangs, Olympics as well. When an Olympian has won and they get the flag and put it over their shoulders, it's a cape now. You're a superhero with a Union Jack over your shoulders if you've just bust a 400 meter or if you've just done a hurdles and you've got on the podium. You're right. Winners and flags.
When would you fly that flag? So like,
what would I have to win?
Yeah, what would you have to win?
It'd have to be a major sporting event. Like if I say another universe. This is not.
I'm not talking about no sport. I'm not talking about ever. All right, so
a sport event. It'd be a sport event.
London Marathon happened recently.
Yeah.
Would you have the flag around your neck?
If I'd done, like, for example, shout out to Adele Roberts, big love to her. Shout out to Adele Roberts. She's just broken the world record for the fastest ever marathon with a stoma.
Incredible.
Machine. Absolutely amazing story. Make sure you check it out, support her, love her to bits.
A stoma bag is one of them things that has your waste in it, isn't it?
Has your poop goes into it, like, and she's got a very interesting story. She's had cancer and she's brought awareness to stomas and stuff like that, and kind of taken away I'd say some of the stigma from people kind of being shy of it. She's being very open about the accidents that happen when you're learning to use a stoma or work with stoma, especially as somebody who's running. That's a lot of movement and you've got a bag attached to you. But she's broken a world record. So I just want to say massive shout out to her. It'd have to be something amazing like that. I like
people like her that bring awareness to things that we don't really know about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know when people are like, follow me to my journey with IBS, and you're like, brother, I don't...
Bruv. See that?
Relax.
Chill.
Relax.
Chill.
We don't need to know that, innit?
Yeah.
Like, but that's something.
Exactly.
You see with the London Marathon, every time I watch that, I sort of go...
You stick it on?
Sometimes, like, you know, there's nothing else to watch.
It's a long show, isn't it? So to be fair.
But you know when you're looking at it and you're like, do you know what? I might enter this, you know? Or you know when you see people on social media that you know they've run it and you're like, right, I might do this, And then you look at the times that they do it in, and you're like 4 hours 45, 3 hours something, and you're like, I don't know about that, you know.
I'm gonna do the maths now, but I think it's about 50k, you know.
Let me tell you, I would be
41k
after the first 10k. I think how much?
41k.
I would 100% finish it right now, no training, right? How long I would do it?
Exactly. I'm with you on that. Yeah. The time, however,
like I wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd have like a massively respectable time. But I'd do it with no training. I'd finish it.
Yeah. She done it in 3.5 hours, you know.
Yeah.
That's fucking, bruv.
But me and you, we're big in it.
Yeah.
We're like, they're tiny in it. Like a couple of people I know, even the guys that I know that done it. Yeah. Like, I'm not being funny, but their bodies are made for that.
Yeah. Look at Mo Farah's body. He is a lean running machine.
Yeah, exactly. But and I think this is where sometimes you just need to be aware of what your body was made for.
Of course.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We can finish it, but we're going to be injured for 3 weeks.
Exactly. But then Mo Farah ain't pressing 100 kg at the gym. And if he is, well, you know what? I'll sit down and I'll sip my cup of humble coffee. But I don't think he's in the gym like deadlifting 200 kilograms.
But this is my thing though, yeah? You see, like, why is running always seen as like the arbiter of fitness and stuff?
It is weird, isn't it?
Because even like dad sports days, and we discussed this before, like dad sports days and stuff like that, it's always like they have to do a run, right?
Why isn't there a clean and jerk on the dad sports day, innit?
Bro.
Why isn't there a squat competition?
It's because it requires equipment, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, running doesn't require equipment, innit?
Imagine all the gym bros at a dad sports day, like with their kids there, CrossFit guys, and they're just there dusting up their hands, clapping their hands, dust off their hands, looking around, slapping their face. Come on, let's go for this.
And we've said this before on the podcast, but I need to reiterate it, yeah? If we are going to do parent sports days, yeah, let's go all out. There has to be rowing.
Yes.
There has to be weightlifting.
Clean and jerk, deadlift, bench press competition. Let's bring those.
Do you know what? And if we're going to the posh schools, equestrian.
Yeah, polo.
Can you
Yeah.
make a horse dance?
There we go. Like, can you make it do the one where it does the shoulder dance? You know, when it clips its feet up and down. Can it do that? Can you?
I mean,
Croquet.
But the thing is, we're not built for the run.
Nah, we're not built for the running.
I'd 100% do it today.
Yeah.
No training. I'd run it
And regret it instantly. We'd do it. And hospitalisation.
I would have endless knee and back pain.
Ice bath.
For about, I'd say, a month afterwards.
Yeah, man. I may have to go to the doctor and ask for like something to do with my like to help my joints out.
I think we would create lasting ligament damage.
Yeah.
Do you watch it and ever go? Like, isn't there part of you though that goes, I want to do it?
Part of me wants to do it because the experience looks like it's overwhelmingly exciting, and you're also, everyone that runs that is running for a charity, so I'd love to get involved in that. But there was also a part of me that goes, big man, this could give you an injury that lasts forever.
100% with our bodies.
Yeah, and you know what? To make a point about running and not doing it quickly, like I run regularly. Yeah, twice a week I go for a run. People are like, how far do you run? I'm like 5K. They're like, what time do you do? And I'm like,
don't worry,
let's not have that. Can you just praise me for leaving the house? And when I say run, maybe the first 500 meters is a walk, maybe the last is, but technically I've gone for a 5K. Don't question me.
But that's when you start saying things like, do you know what, it's not really about the time, man, it's just about getting it done.
That's exactly what I say.
It's just about getting it done, really. It's about like proving to yourself that you've got the discipline to start a task and finish it. So I recommend everybody do it.
So like, are you sub 30 or not? I'm like, sub who? Anyway, carry on.
Do you ever look at the London Marathon, right? And I see people like on my Instagram that are supporting other people doing it and stuff, right? And I've always thought to myself, if I run a London Marathon, there is nobody waking up that early, especially if it's raining, to go,
and that's it. No, that's it, Kae. That's the thing. I've stopped off, and you go past. Go, Kae. That's it. For 5 seconds. Sorry, mate.
I don't think that's part of when I was running it. I was like, bro, I'd be alone, you know. I'd be, like, who's there to grip me at the finish line? My boys would just be there on Instagram later, like, bro, you did it. Well done, bro.
Yeah, big up, man. They'll like your story in it and share your story.
I'll put it on Instagram and everyone will be like, oh, sick, man, well done. But there ain't nobody to get me a Gatorade, bro. I'd have to drive myself out.
Imagine driving yourself home after 41k, 26 miles. Yeah,
cramp in your calf.
That is long.
And you're trying to drive home and there's cramp in your calf. I've sort of come to terms with the idea. If I did the London Marathon, I would book a hotel in central London.
A 100.
A spa hotel in central London.
Yeah.
And I think I'd stay there for the week. Not a week, a day after. That day and probably the day after.
Yeah, man.
Because I'd need to relax.
Yeah.
In a ridiculous fashion.
I'm ready to do some fitness stuff for charity, but I don't think I can do the marathon, bruv. I don't think I can do it. I will support others. I'll support the charities they are, but I just don't think I got in the tank.
What would you do for charity? Like a walk? Would you do a 26-mile walk?
I'd do a hike, you know. I do like one of them 3 peaks, like one of them ones. I do that, like where you get to see the views and stuff. A big dirty hike, like, and I'll do the camping as well, which we both don't like. We both don't like, but that's what I do. I'll sacrifice that. I'll do that.
There is no. There is nothing. I'll do it. There's no camping I'm doing for charity.
I could do.
I'm not doing a single camp for anything. Bro.
I hear what you're saying. I could do 2 nights camping, and I'm done.
That's you.
I'm out. I could do 2 nights. So I'll do that. I'll
That's
do one
you.
of them big peak walks. I'll do Snowdonia. I'll do Helvellyn in the lakes. I'll do something like that. That's what
Hell
I do.
where?
Helvellyn.
Okay.
What? Kay's like, anywhere that starts with hell, bruv?
No, I'm not
going
bruv.
there, bro.
What, like, off your own accord, voluntarily, go to a place.
I'll do it for charity.
With the prefix hell. I'm good, bro.
I might as well try it out,
It's
bruv.
like when
innit? I'm
people
going to
go-
end up there anyway, bruv.
It's like when-
I'll be on the guest list.
You know when people go,
Yeah.
when people say things like, "Oh, I'm going on a hike to Kilimanjaro."
Yes,
You're like,
Kilimanjaro.
bro, have you not seen what that's called? Kilimanjaro. Yeah?
Yeah.
Forget the jaro. I don't know what the jaro means. Actually,
Yeah.
research what jaro means, innit?
Yeah.
Like, try and
Everyone.
see the etymology for it. Yeah?
Quickly. It probably means
But
quickly.
Anything that says Kilaman. Why are you putting your like that mountain is basically saying I kill a man every day.
It actually means shining mountain or mountain of whiteness.
All right,
so that might be another reason. Shining mountain or mountain of whiteness.
Okay, so kill a man shining a mountain.
No. The whole thing means mountain of whiteness or mountain or shining mountain.
Shining
So
mountain.
the killer might mean
just
Kilma means
just-
mountain and
just
and
Google
shining
what
is
jaro means,
jaro,
please.
I think.
Just Google
Jaro. White, shining or whiteness.
All right. Kill a man shining.
Killer man's whiteness.
I'm telling you, anything that says kill a man shining,
Yeah.
that mountain is happy to kill you, bruv.
Oh, you're having a good day. You're enjoying
I'm
yourself. You look
killing
like
you.
you're shining, yeah? You're enjoying yourself.
No. I'm killing you
Yeah.
while I'm shining. Kill a man shining. And you're hiking that for fun. Kilimanjaro. Bro,
I said there's somewhere in the UK
congratulations.
called
Do your thing.
there's somewhere in the UK called Devil's Peak as well. You're not having that.
Not having it.
Not having it.
And why is none of this stuff called like Angel's Haven?
Angel's Wing. I'd want an Angel's. Come on.
I'd climb up Angel's Wing. Or if it was like Cloudy Peak.
Ooh, I'll take that.
Come on, man.
I'll take that.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Feathers-
Liver man shining.
Copper man's ball shining. I'll be like, yo,
Hey,
bro, hurry up, man. We got
It's so nice. We got to walk up it twice.
just
Yeah.
something enticing, bruv. Not killer man.
There is sometimes in life though where when something has an enticing name, it means the opposite. And by that, I mean hotels. If I go to a hotel that's got like a name like that just is a nothing name, I enjoy it. But if I go to like, you know, Great Stay Inn or Best Night Inn, immediately, bruv, red flags. I know it's going to be a hard night's sleep, innit?
You've got to treat hotels like the way, like understand it's the way guys speak, right? So you know when guys go, "Oh, no, I'm one of the nice ones. I'm one
Yeah.
of the nice guys."
Yeah.
They are wrong and in it.
Yeah,
If they go,
yeah.
"I'm one of the nice guys," 9 times out of 10 they're wrong and in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if your hotel's going, "We're the best stay in," why are you trying to convince me, man? There's too much.
Too much, innit? You're doing too much. Yeah.
You're doing too much.
Doing too much.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Go about your. Just call
Yeah.
yourself whatever.
Yeah, but then you have hotels that just keep it simple. W. What? With a W. That's it.
Or like the Conrad.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what
Conrad.
Conrad is?
Where it is?
Do you know how it started?
How did it start?
I think it's like Paris. It's one of the Hilton brothers, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What, they just went for it?
And they went for it. Like they made an individual one like called the Conrad.
Love that, man. Love that.
I
But
think it's
yeah,
like Paris Hilton's granddad or something.
yeah. But 100% when I'm staying at a hotel, like you said, if it's doing too much in it, hey, I'm one of the good ones, you know. You can trust me. You can trust me.
I won't wake you up in the night. Wait, did you get that government alert?
Yes, I did at 3 p.m. on
I didn't.
Sunday, the 23rd of April. You're fucked then.
I did not get the
You didn't
alert.
get the government alert?
I did not get the government alert. I heard some people saying they got it twice. I heard some people saying they got it early. I didn't even get a message.
Did you get it on your watch?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
I got nothing. You see, I was thinking, yeah, and I tweeted this, yeah, if Thanos clicks his fingers,
Fingers. No, but it's all right because he's Thanos. You can call him fingers. I like that.
If Thanos clicks his fingers,
Yeah.
I'm finished. I'm part of the lot that's just disappearing. Like you just hold on. If you're watching on YouTube, yeah, this is what would happen. Marcus, click your fingers.
Yo, and I'll be like, yo, so yes, ain't got a clue, and I don't know what's going on, fam. I don't know what's going on, bruv. That'd be fucking hilarious. Can you imagine?
Me reappearing like, what's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
4 years later. You got a few more grades in your beard and stuff.
Yeah.
Key, what happened? What do you mean what happened, bruv? I've been here.
Yeah, man. Bruv, yeah. It's can I be real with you and the listeners, yeah? Part of me when it happened was thinking, why are they testing this now? Because they've had this in America for a while. I've been in America when this happened. It made me feel a bit nervous, bruv. I don't know. I went in a bit of a funny direction.
I feel like they're going to do everything. They use the excuse they're using all the time.
What's that?
The Russians.
Yeah.
And I've not really personally got any beef with the Russians, personally.
Yeah, officially, we're going to say
I've
that,
got
innit?
no beef with Ruski.
Okay, cool. Right. Are you saving yourself here? Is this, you
End
want
of
this about-
sentence.
It's what it is,
No,
right?
that was all it.
Okay,
that
cool.
was all it was.
Yeah.
I have no beef with the Russians.
Yeah.
End of sentence.
All right. No direct beef. I mean, I got problems with some of the stuff that the Russians are doing, innit? I just got to put that out there, innit? But like, you know, in terms of like...
No, but me personally, I have no beef with them. Doesn't mean I have to agree with stuff that they do.
Yeah.
But personally,
You are being so you're so political right now. I could tell you've enjoyed watching.
BBC producers are watching me going, this is impartiality at work.
At its max. Its max. 100%.
Because they claim they're impartial and then anyway. But I've got no personal beef. So if you look, but I feel like they're gonna, I don't know.
So do you think that's what they're doing, or do you think it's just a genuine test of all of these things and they just wanted to let us know? Because if they didn't let us know, imagine though you were just someone who was out of the loop and you just saw this alert and you didn't read it properly, you just go mad. Even though the message said this is a test, if the first thing that comes up is like alert on your phone, right? I think I even.
But they couldn't even get it right, like, because how come I never got one? Like I pay taxes, bro.
Boy, I don't know what you did to them, bro.
I'm meant to be a valued member of society.
What did it even say? Here we go.
Why is my camera blinking as well?
Oh, I don't know, bruv. We'll sort that. Don't worry. So it did. The first thing it said was severe alert. That's what people see. Then it said this is a test of the emergency alert. It's a new government service. Fair enough. What kind of stuff will they alert us for then? Do you reckon? Is it just terrorist stuff, or is it going to be like there's a like a, I don't know, like a hurricane or something? Is that what it's for? Or is it just for like alerting us?
I think
Things
it's like, oh, there's been a terrorist attack. But if there's been a terrorist attack and I'm in it, as in like I'm
terrorized, yeah, you're fucked.
Also, there's like BBC News notifications and push notifications for like news sites.
How long until someone hijacks it to like put football scores on it and stuff like that? Because you know someone's gonna hack it and do stuff like that, bruv. There's people out there that behave like that.
It's I don't know, man. Like it was a bit of a weird thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, they should have it. But what's wrong with the old days where they used to go? I'd rather just hear an air raid siren. If I'm being honest with you,
I would brick it so bad if I heard.
No, but I'd rather hear that than
old school way.
I'd rather hear that than get a thing going, you're about to die, or like there's what's it?
Could you imagine that? That would be a hard alert, innit?
Like,
hi, just so you know, you're about to die.
I think it's I think there's a bit of a fear factor about nukes.
That's what I'll be real with you. I've googled like prepping kit and stuff. I've had a look at it and like the meal kits and all that kind of stuff. And I think from watching The Last of Us,
you've had a Google of meal kits and stuff.
Yeah, like there's meal kits that you can buy for like end of the world.
I think
it's like 20 grand or 10 grand. You can get like 3 years worth of food. I've really looked at it.
Why do I feel like you're one of those guys that has a bag
Prepper.
prepped?
I've got a go bag. You know, I've got a go bag.
No, I don't.
So the origin of my go bag was for last minute gigs. So I always have packed a go bag for gigs. So I've had gigs before, like where I've been watching the Arsenal at 3 p.m. and someone said, could you be in Manchester at 7? And because of my go bag, I can cut home, get the bag, get on the train and get to the gig in time. It just saves you planning. It's got everything in it. Everything. Change your clothes, garms for the night, ironed and folded in a way where they don't get mashed up in the bag, good to go. And I've kept that vibe throughout my whole like adult life. So now I just always have a go bag.
Beans in it and that as well.
Nah, it's not. I have got like
tin of beans, baseball bat.
South London end of the world. Tin of beans, baseball bat.
I've realised, in those end of the world scenarios, I'm finished anyway just because of the dietary choices.
Bro, you can't be dairy free. You cannot be lactose free in that environment. You get it, bro.
But while everyone's like beans.
Legumes, bruv. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when people are like non-perishable, like all that tin food. If I have to just have tin food, they're gonna catch me
Fucking
anyway
hell.
because I'm gonna be there like, bruv, I'm round here, bruv. I'll be round that bush just there like, just emptying out my bowels every 2 minutes, bruv. That's what will slow us down.
You'd be a bit of an outcast,
I'd be doing, bro, but I'm not the only one. The amount of us,
yeah.
I said it on stage, the amount of us that are just going to be banging out shits like for ages.
I wonder how many of us that have those kind of fake problems with their food. You know,
They're
you
not
have the fake. No, they're a fake. There are people that fake out there. There are hundreds of people that have real problems with food, but there are some people that just don't. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
There are some people that just don't. I wonder how long that will last in an environment where like, oh, I swear down, I thought you was
Like how long it will
I
last?
thought you was allergic to onions because we've got a onion food. No, I just need an onion, bruv.
Or how long people would stay vegan and things like that.
Oh yeah, I will stand by this, and I will get flack for this at some point. But being vegan is a privilege, 100%. Like, so if we're in an environment where you have no choice, I think some people that understand, that have a different level of veganism, may decide to change their veganism because it might be less of a. Because veganism is a choice that's made in a society where we have decided to butcher meat, and you don't believe in the suffering of animals, or you may have other beliefs why you're vegan. But in a post-apocalyptic world, that's all out the window, bruv. This is a different world we're in right now. We need to make different decisions. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't do that. No chance.
What if somebody's created this stew and whatever? Like, say for example, you've been on the road for like a week, innit? Yeah, you really bad. You haven't had a shower, no sleep, whatever, and you've come into contact with this civilization, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, Marcus, come in, man. It's great. Have you eaten?" And you're like, "Do you know what, bro? I haven't eaten in 2 days." But
smelling this lovely, delicious food.
yeah, and then it's just like, "Oh, there's this stew with rice and whatever," and then they just give it to you, and you're like, you're eating it, yeah, and you're like, "This meat is good," and they're like, "Oh yes, it's human meat."
Well, then I'd spit it out, innit, and stop. But you'd be a dickhead to serve me the meat and then tell me what it is. That would be horrible.
And say you finished it and you were like, "Have you got any more?" And they're like, "Oh, sorry, we've run out of human." And you're like, "Wait, that was human."
Yeah, man.
You're not gonna like
vomit it out.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, I probably would. Come on, you can't eat human, bruv. Then we're finished as a society, innit? We're finished, innit? I can't eat human. Don't get me wrong, bruv. If it's a post-apocalyptic, I'm catching my own food. I'm seeing the food that I'm eating. I'm gutting the chicken.
All right,
I'm seeing the chicken foot.
What animals are you not eating? You eating rat? You eating cat?
Are you eating cat, Kae? Are you eating rat, Kae? Are you eating ferret? Are you roadkill?
Let me just say something to you, Marcus. Yeah,
you're asking me in a post-apocalyptic environment, would I eat to survive?
I'm saying I'm probably just not eating dogs. Everything else is a game. Literally, game. You don't know what you're feeling like at that moment. Like if you haven't eaten anything in a while,
yeah. I've read stories about people that have gone through extreme suffering, and the way they eat and what they eat, bruv, is humans can change. You know, in 72 hours, right? All joking aside, 72 hours. Say we're fucked. Say it's just like electricity's done, and we all learn that the world's over, the government's toppled. In 72 hours, yeah, this whole wherever you are right now, is not going to look anything like how it looks. Don't think it's going to be some peaceful 28 days later kind of environment where everything's kind of just left as it is. The whole fucking world is burning, bruv. In fact, I give it 12 hours.
I don't know why we do that. Yeah. Why do we just start burning things? It's like during riots, yeah? Like people just burn like the businesses in their area. It's like, what are you doing, bruv? Right? Go and do the government buildings and stuff. The people that you've actually got beef with that are actually making the decisions. Don't burn Ladbrokes or
the local shop. Don't burn the local owned shop that's owned by the local person. I believe that. Yeah, man, you got to support your communities. Yeah. But yeah, man, like if it really goes to pot, like 72 hours, it is absolute curtains, bruv. Absolute curtains. This is why. Rat and raccoon. This is why, Kae.
Would you eat a badger?
The thing is, though, Kae, yeah, I like a bit badger. This is why I'm a prepper and I'm looking at these food things because I want to be the guy that says I have got freeze-dried rations. You get me? Tonight I might have a chili con carne.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
It's like when you watch I'm a Celeb and you're like, how are they eating that? And it's like, brother, come on, man. You know, we've got no choice.
What, the freeze-dried food or just when they get the cat food? I don't really watch like it as much.
They'll get like kangaroo tail and stuff and they're eating that. And that's like their treat.
That's their treat, yeah. I'd eat that.
And they're like burning it up and cooking it and stuff.
But if that's what the natives eat, if that's really what natives eat in Australia, which I don't believe they do, I think it's a bit of a pun, innit?
There's no Aboriginals eating that.
I'd eat what natives people would eat. You get me? But in a post-apocalyptic world, bruv, I told you I'm gonna have my freeze-dried rations. Yeah. You think I'm joking? I really went on the website and looked at how much for 5 years worth of rations, not 30 days or 60 days. How much would it cost? And I priced it up. I put it in the you know the thing where you put stuff in the basket but don't buy it?
Yeah.
I put it all in the basket, what I'd want to survive for that long. It's because I've been watching The Last of Us at the time. And I was like...
5 years?
Yeah,
How
you can
much
get
did it
5
cost?
years worth of rations. Something like 10 bags. It's not that bad, you know, bruv. When you think that's it was something like 5 years or 3 years of
but
rations.
I'm going to be real with you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a life worth living in.
Dear 1058.
No.
Marcus is eating freeze-dried chili con carne again. I fucking hate my life.
But also, imagine
What I'd give to eat a rat now.
So okay. Here's part of the reason, that I get really worried about the fact that we've got nothing physical anymore. Because in situations like that, when the internet's gone, I can't watch anything. There's no entertainment that I can watch.
No Netflix, bruv. Netflix is in the bin. That's hour 2. So Netflix has gone in hour 2 into this. So you're done. There's no TV. There's no live. There's no sports.
So if you've got no DVDs and no DVD player,
you're done. You're done.
All right. So take that out of equation. Yeah.
You ain't even got electricity after day one, innit?
Yeah.
Done.
No books.
No books.
Well, we've got some.
You got your Kindle looking at you like you're a fucking idiot. You got your Kindle just like.
And you're telling me you're going to last 5 years. I'll give you at the most, I'll give you a month, You're just going to be like, but this is boring, bro.
I'll have memorized all of the ingredients on my shampoo bottles in the bathroom, innit? That's what I'd have done. I'll have read all of those.
If you had any shampoo left.
But yeah, I was thinking about it, Kay. I was thinking about it. I've looked at that and I've been thinking like, what would you want? But also, very good point. Would you want to live in a post-apocalyptic world where it's just you and your ones and the place is fucked up? Really, part of me thinks, you know what? Just get me in it.
Whenever I see all those zombies films and whatever, and they're like fighting the zombies, I'm like, what are you surviving for?
Yeah.
There's literally there's nothing left. Your whole life is just you looking over your shoulder trying to like make sure you don't get killed. And you're like, at that point, you're like, is this even worth staying alive? Yeah.
Also, I realize in those zombie things, I'm fucked because I snore. So I'm sleeping. The zombies are going to hear me, bruv. Like, they're going to be walking around just going...
Oh, yeah, you're done. But you'd make a sick zombie, though.
Is it? Why?
Bro, look how big you are, and you're going to have that super zombie strength. Man, I just trying to, like, hit you over the head and you're still like...
Did you see Last of Us? Have you watched Last of Us? No. There's this big zombie that comes out of the ground that's fucking wham.
I don't really like any zombie sort of things.
I'll be honest with you, Kay. You like Succession. That's the last thing I recommended to you. I will and you've powered through that. You'll pass me. I will recommend Last of Us for a show that is about, if you're all right with feeling emotional, because it's a more of an emotional roller coaster than it is about a zombie thing. It's a sick storyline. Honestly, it's a real. I'm yet to find one person I've recommended that show to who hasn't watched it. Also, one person that hasn't cried.
Have you?
It brought me close to tears. It's a proper tear joke. It takes your heart out, like, punches it up, and puts it back in your chest.
I remember watching. What's the one Will Smith did?
I Am Legend.
Yeah.
They're doing a sequel now.
Is it?
So did you ever watch the alternative
ending?
Yeah.
What was that he makes it through?
Yeah. So they're gonna make that the real thing and make the film.
Oh, because he meant to have died.
Yeah. He died in the original one, innit? He blows himself up.
But then they're gonna lie and go, no, he didn't.
He didn't. Yeah, just remix it. That's so Hollywood, isn't it? Just retro.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But I looked at that and he was just watching the same video over and over and over again, and I was just like, God, that must have been boring. And he still had electricity somehow, and I'm like, yeah, man, that would have been gone.
What, you think I haven't been Googling solar panels and all that kind of stuff as well, bruv? You think it's a joke, bruv?
But solar panels won't work here.
If you had enough of them, they would. It's just a question of having the right amount of land.
Oh yeah, because you're going to be able to put solar panels up while there's zombies left, right and centre.
This is why it's about prepping, bruv. I was thinking, how do you make the plan to be good? But then you know what? We joke about zombie situations, yeah? 5 years ago, if you told me that there could be a pandemic, a flu that could shut down the world, I'd be like, yeah, man, only in the films. So I'm just saying, innit, bruv?
No, anything is possible, yeah. But I just feel like I said, man, if there's just nothing left to do, just get rid of me, man. I'm sort of okay with it. I reckon your breaking point would be, right, so you're like 2 years in, you've made it 2 years in, and this is Kae, who's probably, you're done with it after 30 days, so 2 years in, you're doing it, and you found a safe space,
And I think the breaking point for you would be like, you're just like kicking a ball against the wall, doing some kick ups, right? And then the ball just like hits a sharp stone and just starts deflating, and you just watch the ball slowly turn into this little mush. I reckon that's breaking point. I don't know what breaking point is going to be for you. It will probably be like a scream, like why into the sky, and then everything's getting smashed up.
I don't think people understand how you wouldn't even be able to listen to music.
Nah, you'd have no music, nothing.
Where are you going to find a CD player? Someone will be like, oh, get it off Amazon.
Yeah. Nah, bro, there's no Amazon. There's no Amazon.
So there's no music.
There's no music. There's no batteries to be found. That's why, though, what's interesting, when you watch things like Big Brother, and I don't know if they do it in the jungle, when they play music, because in these shows they don't have music, they just play music. Everyone's like, yeah, fucking music. And from the outside, I'm like, all right, chill out, it's just a tune. But these guys have had no tunes. So you just hear a song. Like, I don't like rock music, but if I've not heard music for years, any song you put onto me is the best tune I've heard for years. Quite literally.
100%.
Get me? I'm like...
100%. It is a scary thought, though, that how dependent we are on the internet. You see, when your internet goes...
Done.
And you're like, oh my God, I can't listen to music. I can't watch any TV. And you're like, you couple that with... Like, at least back in the day, like if your electricity went or your internet went, you still had your Walkman, you still had...
Yeah. We're done. We're one phone battery charge away from absolute carnage. That's what it is. In fact, that's how long it would take. The amount of time it would take for the average person's battery to die, that's when it's over in the world. That's when it's going to go fucking to pot. Because everyone will just about tide themselves over while they have their mobile phones. See, as that's done, as soon as that's done and the mobile phones are dead and there's no charge, bro, finished. Our IQ as a society immediately drops to 10% of what it was before. Because we don't have access to no information, yeah? We can't talk to anyone. There's no way to enjoy ourselves. Can't even play a little bit of Angry Birds to take the edge off the anger and the loneliness, bro. We're finished, bro.
You're actually scaring me.
It's mad, isn't it?
Because so
do you want to go hard to me on this? On these foods?
You're so real in terms of the fact we're like, oh my God.
Can you imagine? It's one phone battery charge away. Because everyone will be all right. If everything fucked up and Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter was all working, everyone's blessed.
Yeah, because remember like lockdown?
Yeah.
The only way we got through that was internet and social media and stuff like that. If you took that away,
bro,
I wouldn't have been able to chat to you.
Nah, done.
I don't even have a landline.
There we go. Who has a landline anymore? It's cute. That's just for the internet, mate. That only done, bruv.
I don't even have a landline, so I'd be like trying to like, oh my God.
Bruv, absolute
And
madness.
there's barely any phone boxes anymore either.
Nah. What do they do? Some of them are like Wi-Fi hotspots now, innit? And
some of them are now just like advertising boards.
That's mad, man.
They keep the ones in central London with a red, you know, like the old school looking ones. They keep those ones just because it's a tourist.
Yeah, Americans love them still.
It's a tourist thing, whereas I don't think like they have a lot of those anymore elsewhere.
Nah, man.
We are actually fucked, bruv.
Is it you, innit? Yeah.
You are your phone.
Yeah. You are your phone.
You are your phone. Honestly, like this, when people are like, this is attached to you like a limb.
Yeah.
And it's why AI is terrifying me recently, man.
You've been getting well into it recently, though, innit? Can we talk about what we've been talking about?
I've got into AI recently, right? I've been experimenting with things. I've been like going on Chat GPT. I've been asking it stuff. Now, what I've realized with the technology with AI right now, where we're at with it, is it's only as powerful as the prompts that you give it. I've realized that you have to be very clear and precise.
Yeah.
And specific. And it will give you like fantastic results. But I am genuinely scared.
What scared you? Because you've been because I feel like you're savvy now with how to talk to Chat GPT.
Yeah, so I feel like I asked it to give me a workout plan in the style of Jiran Cartel. I've asked it to write me jokes in the style of comedians, famous comedians.
What was the most profound out of that? Because you've sent me bits and it's looked good, but like, what was the one where you're like, fucking hell, this is quite accurate?
I asked it to give me nutrition advice in the style of James Smith, personal trainer.
Yeah.
And it sounded like James would talk.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, it mentioned calorie deficit, all of that sort of stuff. And I was like, fucking hell, already this is crazy. And it was like the stuff I asked it about Diran to give me a workout plan, and it was like, we'll do 3 sets of this, and what you want to remember is X, Y, and Z. And I was like, it's fucking mental. But why it's terrifying me is how quickly it's becoming so part of life. Like I'm speaking to people and they're like, I use it at work all the time now.
Yeah, man.
People are writing press releases with it. People are writing, and it goes back to what we were just talking about, like how useless we are without our phones and stuff. People are gonna lean into this and rely on it, and gradually, I think we're getting to that stage. It's like when people say, "Why is mental maths important?" When we've all just got calculators.
Yeah.
And in one aspect, I hear it.
Yeah.
Like, because we do always have calculators with it, but I still think there's something about having an innate sense of like being able to do sums and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just terrifying me, bro. There's no jokes about this. I'm legit terrified.
People waiting for the punchline.
I'm legit terrified.
There's no punchline here.
Yeah, I'm legit terrified because I think we're getting to a place where we are all going to be useless.
Part of me is with you on that, yeah. But then another phrase, I've been thinking about this a lot, as you can tell, bruv. I've been looking at buying food for 5 years. I've been thinking about this. Part of it also makes me feel like this could just be another opportunity for mad change in industry. Because they've said this before about computers, when all the computers are going to take all the jobs. Now there's just lots of jobs with computers. So, and also I realized
no, but
AI,
it did take a lot of jobs.
It did take a lot of jobs, but it also created, it'd be fair to say, it's probably created more jobs than the jobs that were lost. Now there's more jobs now available than there were there. There's more people, more jobs need things. There's just more jobs. It's like they said that about like robots and stuff like that, like in the industry. Just people move to different places to do work. Do you know what I mean? I feel. And then with AI, what I think is there's going to be new opportunities created for it, because what AI still needs at this moment in time is Chat GPT doesn't just sit there and say, do you know what you need, Kae? If you just sat in front of it and it analysed everything and said, Kae, you don't have to type anything. This is what I think you need. Here's this, this, and this. That is interesting. But at the moment, you still have to say, give me this, give me that, and put information into it. I don't know. When that happens, I think that's for me, then I'll start worrying. But at the moment, I'm in a position where I think this is just a great tool. I like pumping information into it and saying, give this back to me in a more formal way, give this back to me in a less formal way. And I've done other more complex things.
There's going to come a time where artificial intelligence is going to be like, I'm more intelligent than these lot.
It really is. It really is more intelligent than us.
No, but right now it doesn't have, well, not free will, but agency.
Yeah, it doesn't have the spark of life.
When it can start doing things of its own accord, when it goes, Marcus is feeling down, or like it will do different things, like it will measure your temperature and heart rate and stuff like that without even you realizing, and it will know that you're going through something, and you're like, what the fuck? And that's when it's going to be terrifying. I genuinely think whoever grew up during the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, before 2008, you've seen the best of humanity. I think we got to the best of humanity to about 2008. After that, I think it's all been a bit mad. What good has happened after 2008?
Oh wait, no, but you know what? It's an interesting one, bruv. It's an interesting one, and this AI thing is just gonna keep blowing up. And like, you know, mean it. Like, I'm more practical with applications and stuff. So whilst I like Chat GPT, you've seen that clip that I put up where I found out AI audio processors that can make us sound how we sound now in the studio. If me and you were outside in a fucking windy building site.
But also there's gonna be a point where, because you're hearing all these songs now, like AI songs, and it's just like.
I've got a bit of a thing. I've got a bit of an idea about this. I want to throw this at you. Yeah. Was it the big one that's made the waves? Is the Drake Weekend song, innit? Like, one, because their relationship has been turbulent, so it was interesting to hear what a collab would sound like. But there's another school of thought where I'm kind of like, is it easier to replicate them? One, because they've got a lot of content out. Two, because they're quite formulaic with their output. Could we have a Kendrick Lamar AI I want to know if it is out there. Could we tell a computer to do a Kendrick Lamar song as easy as you could do a Weekend and Drake
was
song?
that one, they've not exactly just told a computer, so someone's done the vocals.
Right, okay.
And they've used AI to turn it into, so you would be there like.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And they'll be like, so you've written the lyrics and you've recorded it with your own voice, and then they've gone.
I think I could do that I think I probably could do we've got enough of audio of us, so we could have a podcast where I'm your voice and you're my voice. Would you do that?
I wouldn't do it, but I 100% agree.
You wouldn't record an episode like that?
No.
For a laugh, just to show it working?
No, that is terrifying. Can
you imagine that?
Yeah, no, I can imagine it, and I know it's possible.
That is
that was part of what scared me about the whole Drake and Weeknd song. I was like, people can edit myself and Marcus's conversations to say potentially racist or harmful stuff.
I mean, sometimes they don't even have to edit it. Just find the right clip of the podcast, put it out.
No, but
100%. There's easily enough audio out there for both of us where someone could get all of the vowels and sounds and hypes and whatever and just build whatever out of us. Easy, light work.
Yeah.
Light work. I might do it, you know.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is.
Because you'll be like, I never said it, and they'll be like, prove it. And you're like, well, how am I meant to...
And there's enough footage probably they could deep fake your face as well and just make it look like you said it's done.
Already, like, who was it? There was that Twitch streamer that had to pay to get rid of deep fake porn of her.
Oh, yeah.
Sampai.
Yeah.
She had to pay to get rid of deep fake porn of her.
Yeah, man. I don't know if really, the police should have sorted it out. That's mad, innit? You had to pay.
But, like, police are 10 steps behind.
They don't know. Yeah, they can't.
You could tell the police now that, yo, the burglars are in my house, and they'll be like, don't worry about it. Like, we'll come round sometime this week to give you a...
We'll send an officer around to get a statement. No, someone is in my house robbing out. Do us a favour. Can you just ask him how tall he is?
They wouldn't even ask that. They'll just be like, do you have home insurance? Yeah, we'll come round for a crime reference number. And you're like...
Pussy-os. Absolute pussy-os. But, yeah, man. So we've got AI that's doing the voice thing. We've got AI that's doing the Chat GPT stuff. Like, what... Like, for me personally, I'm excited, bruv. I was scared, but now I'm excited. I think we've got some good vibes coming. I'm happy. I'm happy to have Chat GPT. I haven't want Chat GPT on the show. Actually, speaking of guests on the show, I want Riot on the show, bruv. I just want to bring it up again. People have been saying they want Riot to come on the show. You weren't sure. Can we have Riot on the show, please? That's what people are asking.
We would have to record at a different time.
Okay.
And she'd come in.
Anything she wants.
I think after about 2 minutes, she'd end up sleeping.
Can we put her blanket down there? Can we bring the blanket for her, the one that she has for the couch? Can you bring that? And then she'll be at home. Come, man. I want her to be welcome here, innit? Yeah, I'll get her snacks. Ask her what she wants to eat or drink. What's her rider?
Yeah.
What's her fee?
When do you want me to do it then?
I reckon.
Soon as.
I want to do it soon. Probably we'll do a Patreon. We'll do a Patreon thing. Shout out to the Patreon. We'll do a Patreon or Apple subscribe thing. We'll do a subscribe thing. Apple subscribe thing. we'll do a Patreon, bruv. We'll do a Patreon target, and then we'll bring her on the show. I want to bring her on, man. I've never met Riot in real life. I've just seen her. Would she like me? Would she be cool?
Yeah, she's cool, man. She likes women a lot more than men. Like, not to say she doesn't like men, but she, like, when she sees women, she's a lot more excited.
Is it? Dread.
Because she sees a lot of men, my brother and me, and like, I think when she sees like women, it's like, oh my God, like you're one of me.
Oh my God. I love your dress. I love your shoes.
Essentially, I went into the to our management's offices the other day. And one of the dogs was smelling my crotch area, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Riot does that. Anytime I come home, innit, like, where you been at?
Where you been at? Yeah.
Who you been fucking? I haven't been anyone, honestly. I haven't done any of that. You sure? You smell that smell? I smell chips residue. You been eating what happened, boy? Why'd I smell chips on your crotch?
Dogs keep it real though, innit, man? Just getting a lay of the land. Yeah.
I mean, I think you can learn a lot from animals just by the way you can learn a lot about life with animals.
Yeah, go on. I'm with you. Go on. No.
You can learn a lot about it. So, I don't know if you saw that video recently about like that dog where they were trying to the horse where the guy was trying to put a blanket on it and like the horse was like, oh, please don't, kind of thing. Like, and it was acting.
It was emotional. You saw its ears go back. And that means it's sad, yeah.
And then he threw the blanket, and then I keep saying dog, the horse immediately like put their head towards the other head, like kind of like, going in for a hug, like as in like, thank you. And fundamentally, I think we lose track of what the beauty of life is, right? So we've convoluted the human experience to be about like taxes and pensions and income and outgoings and bills and all of this sort of stuff, whereas you look at any sort of animal, their main worries are, when am I eating? When am I sleeping? Right. Apart from that, they don't have anything to keep them occupied apart from actual. So, but then there's an argument to say that the more stupid you are, the happier you are.
To a degree.
Their level of intelligence is such that, like, playing tug of war with a toy keeps them occupied for about 5 or 10 minutes. That's like, and it's the best experience of their life.
And do you know what they're quite literally doing, right? What they do, and this is what humans strive to do, is they live in the moment.
Yeah.
They live in the moment. I'm eating food. This food's delicious. I'm playing tug of war. We're going outside. I'm going to have a sleep. In a way, that is a blissful way of living, you know. I think that's I don't mind living like that for a few days of the year, once in a while, like where it's just, I'm going to eat some food. I'm going to go outside.
That's essentially what lockdown was, though. And
I'm going to go for a walk. Yes.
Yeah, that was essentially what it was. But if you took out the elements where we try and occupy ourselves with, like, internet and that, if there was still social interaction available, but without phones and stuff, we may have got closer to being happier, I think. But I don't know.
But podcasts bang though, innit? So I love listening to podcasts, bruv.
I mean, if you take away games, you take away everything, like you'd have actually have to have
gone out and
drawn stuff and
oh my God, I can't think of anything worse than that.
Write stuff and like tell stories and stuff like that. This is part of why I think the internet has also made things seem less impressive.
Yeah. People have a higher threshold, shall I say, for wow. There's wow. You know, right, seeing it online. Like, that's it, wow. Like, people are like, whatever. Like,
I don't find singing impressive.
I find it a bit showy-offy. And dancing. I used to be like, fucking hell, that person can dance. Now I'm like, nah, man, seeing it. Now, because of like TikTok dancing, if someone can dance, I'm a bit like annoyed. Because I've seen loads of dancing on TikTok and I look at them and I'm like, why TikTok dancing for? Like, why are you dancing like that for? Just dance normal. Just two-step, bro.
You see, you lot used to go to a lot of live music nights and stuff, yeah?
You used to, that's very good. Thank you. That's a good correction. I like it.
Yeah, you used to, yeah. So, because I used to as well. And
industry nights.
Oh, but like for me, I feel like spoken word is the entry level to anybody that feels like they have a talent or they want to perform.
Yeah.
Spoken word is the entry level, lowest of the low. Like, I don't respect spoken word artists or poets at all. At 100, like, I've got friends that are spoken word art. I don't respect the art. Do you know why? Because there's so much dog shit. Because there's no barriers of entry. As long as you can rhyme a few words together and you go
rhyme. 1 second.
I'm sorry. The thing is with spoken word artists, they're just so fucking full of themselves.
Yeah.
They are full of shit.
Yeah.
And they all think they're so deep. They all think like, and the themes are so, it's so predictable. Like if it's a female spoken word artist, it's going to be talking about her femininity and how amazing it is. Like if it's a male spoken word artist, he might just talk about some crap like dealing with his masculinity or some stuff, or like something to do with love and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, just shut up.
For me, it's like the little laugh between the lines to be like, so it's like when they go, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we have to explain this properly. I want to make sure we get this out.
And I thought you would have won for me.
And then, or they come with a punchline.
I thought you would have won for me, but more for me. Because the way you took the dagger and put it in my back stabbed me. And I was like, and you? Because of all the people I expected it, because of all, I don't know why he's American.
Yeah, no, it has to be American, though, isn't it?
No, because the British ones just sound dead. So, I stood there in a deep meadow. I stood there. I was waiting for you when others had forgone I don't know what the fuck. I'm not even making sense.
No, it's like it's always the reverse. Always like I was waiting for you, when really, the waiting was for me. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. But then what I realized the is like I've just said a punchline. I'm letting people know that it's a punchline. So the American will be like, I was waiting for you, but really time was waiting for me. And then they wait and everyone goes,
I hate the fake emotion as well. Because you was never my dad. Okay.
Oh no!
Why are you so angry, bro? Like, like it's just.
I do like some spoken word, but some people, I'll be honest, some people I'm like, allow it, bro.
I would go as far as to say 99.9% of it is trash as an art form, because the thing is, when you say I'm an artist, no one can really argue.
Never. I'm an artist right now.
People just want to be polite and go, oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But really, we need to be. You see, when people used to dash tomatoes at people, I do think we need that back.
Just like a tomato, just so that people have real pressure. Because if a tomato hits your face, soft enough, is a rotten tomato, soft enough to just hit you, make a bit of a mess, no damage, but shames you. If you go up knowing that you're going to get hit with a tomato, you're coming with your fucking A game.
Do you remember when Simon Cowell used to be really rude on like X Factor or Pop Idol or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
And then for some reason everyone got really like PC and were like, oh, you can't say that, they've got like they're people too and they've got emotions and whatever. And
some of the early stuff he said wasn't that even that cold. He was like, I think you can sing, you just not got it. Everyone was like, boo. I'm like, bruv, everyone's allowed their opinion. It's like the people now that are raging because me and Kae say we don't like spoken word. All right then, will you come with me and listen to 2001 grime with me for an hour and tell me if you're not into it, that's not a fun time for you. Let's go to a grime rave, shall we? If you're not into grime, you'll be like, no, this is fucking shit, fam. Well, thank you. I think your spoken word shit. Thank you very much.
No, no, but I think objectively everybody would agree spoken word's garbage. Most of it.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of it. Well, there's a lot of artists that
if you go to a spoken word night,
that's not a big night out for me. That's not a look.
Imagine somebody goes, oh, I'm taking you out, and then like we're gonna go to a spoken word. I feel like also it's one of those things, where someone suggests it as a date idea to sound deep and like intelligent, and you're like, this is just garbage, right? That rhyme scheme is dead. It's very like, also because I've seen people that have done it well. Yeah,
exactly.
The moment I see shit versions, it's like the singing. I've like, if you've seen Adele live, it's very hard to me to just be happy with you singing some tune in tune. Are you singing this song in tune?
That's not enough. You want more than that.
Yeah.
You want emotion. You want to be vibes with.
I want to see like I want to see not a note out of place. I want to believe it. I want you to make me feel something. Anything that doesn't make you feel something is whack.
I feel like I had that experience of concerts. Like I went and I had an intimate gig with Nas. Like we're talking like 300 people in a room. After I saw that show, something changed in me, bruv. One of my favorite rappers, if not my favorite rapper, I seen live. I'm like, well, what's next? What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna go see him in a fucking in an arena. It's not the same, bro. I was in a room with 300 people. Man he was talking to us, looking at us in the eyes, and I just remember it being like, rah. I remember it vividly as well because halfway through the concert,
you touched yourself.
A girl turned around and took a bite out of a tuna sandwich and looked me dead in the eye and took a bite out of a tuna sandwich, and I knew it was tuna because I got a waft of fish, and I remember going, fair enough.
That is such a wild. Bro,
Nas is on stage.
Wait. Yeah. You're watching. Wait. Yeah. Firstly, you're watching Nas with 300 other people, and your choice. Yeah. You decided that was the point in time where you would eat something, and then he just
finished performing, Bye Baby, and he was about to perform like something like Cherry Wine or Daughters, something like that. Yeah. So he just finished the song, so he was having a moment with us. That's why I was so attentively like looking up and then in that direction, and then she turned around.
Yeah, but secondary to that, your choice of food was a tuna sandwich.
It's a violent choice, isn't it? It's a violent choice.
It's not even a violent. It's a violent choice. Stupid fucking. They don't sell tuna sandwiches at Odeon for a reason. You go to the O2, there's never the choice of a tuna sandwich, bruv. At most, it's nachos on a hot dog, bruv.
And as you can imagine, this gig didn't happen at the time of a day where that tuna sandwich would have been fresh. Because who has a late night tuna sandwich?
Who goes to a Nas concert going, do you know what? Let me take some Tupperware with me.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know certain places, it's not that deep in it. Go and buy some food.
Yeah, man.
Certain places, it's not that deep in it.
Or no, what I'd say in that environment, just leave the bag in the bag, leave the sandwich in the bag. Let's continue watching the show. Your hunger can wait for a little bit. Yeah, let's let the show go on. But maybe maybe their blood sugar was low. Maybe they were turning away and they thought no one would see.
Bringing out a tuna sandwich while you're watching Nas live is one of the most wildly disrespectful things I think you could ever do.
What if Nas got a waft of that tuna sandwich?
If I am on stage and somebody pulled out a tuna baguette, I would be. That's not even that bad. But you bring out Tupperware with a sandwich, like just white bread, slapped a bit of tuna in it with some cucumber. I would be so offended. I can't even really explain it. But it's mad disrespectful. What are you gonna bring all that Dairy Lee Dunkers and like
a Muller corner yogurt? They're pouring the fucking chocolate bits and stirring it around, eating it.
Lunch while I'm on stage. You got your cheese strings out and.
It's mad.
A little bit of calypso.
It was mad.
Come on,
it was mad. So yeah, I remember that vividly because I remember a lot about that night, about that tuna sandwich girl. In a way, I respect you because you just did something that no one else would do. And you know what? You've managed to permeate the memory of Nas, and you are now forever. Whenever I think of my favorite concert, I'm gonna think of her eating that tuna sandwich. So I guess you've made history of sorts.
On that note, we're out of here.
Don't forget, two ways you can support us now. Not only can you support us on our Patreon, where you can get early access to content, ad-free versions of this episode, and videos as well. You can also support us on the Apple Podcast app. Just look for More of a Clue. Click that button, you can get 3 days free access, and you can get yourself ad-free content and the More of a Clue bonus episode, which we are about to record right now. We will be in your ear holes soon. Peace.